When was the last time you noticed your breath? Please sit up nice and tall, lengthen your spines, and close your eyes or soften your gaze. Inhale deeply through your nose, allowing your belly and chest to expand as they fill with air. Slowly exhale, noticing any other sensations in your body. And now continue to take 5 more deep breaths. On the exhales, release anything that is no longer serving you. Maybe exhale out any stress, anxiety, or tension in your body. And on the inhales, invite peace, calm, and joy into your day instead. Now inhale deep, relax the breath, open your eyes, and come back to this space. By closing our eyes and focusing on our breath, we just practice bringing ourselves into the present moment. And that's what mindfulness is all about. Imagine how school would be a different experience if every day or even every class started with a moment like this.
We are members of the Mindfulness and Human Development team, which brings together faculty and students from Duke and UNC Chapel Hill to study the effects of mindfulness and yoga on the well-being of middle schoolers. Current research shows that there are extensive physical and mental benefits to practicing yoga and mindfulness for adults. However, there is currently very limited substantive literature on how such practice can impact young people. So our study works to fill that gap and really understand how yoga and mindfulness can have benefits for young people, particularly in a school day setting.
This year, we've been working with Phillips Middle School to implement a yoga and mindfulness intervention. We've been working with 4 classrooms. 2 are controls and 2 participate in the yoga and mindfulness program. The program consists of a weekly 1-hour yoga practice led by a Yoga for Youth instructor, as well as 5-minute mindfulness moments consisting of breath work, a movement, and meditative chanting led by the classroom teacher at the beginning of class. At 4 different time points, we've collected survey data on empathy, emotion regulation, body image, and mindfulness levels. We've also collected health data on height, weight, and pulse. Additionally, we've conducted classroom observations, interviews with teachers, and group interviews with students to see how the program is affecting the students in the classroom.
Although we haven't reached our final time point in May for collecting data and gathering final results, we wanted to share with you our results from last year's study, which was done as an after-school yoga and mindfulness program. This graph shows our student participants' average test scores on the difficulties with emotion regulation test, from before the program to after the program. And on this test, lower scores indicate a better ability to be aware of and manage one's own emotions. As you can see, students in the experimental group, indicated on this graph by the blue line, had significantly fewer difficulties with emotion regulation after the program than did students in our control group, indicated by the green line, and these students did not participate in the yoga and mindfulness group.
Because we conduct our research in an intersectional space, the classroom, where student participants bring in a wide variety of experiences and identities, we really wanted to take our questions out into the community. So this year, we dug deeper into the relationship between mindfulness, yoga, and racial justice.
We did this by designing and hosting our 4th annual Embodied Learning Summit at Duke. This was a day-long gathering that brought together students, teachers, community members, and local activists to study this intersection between yoga and racial justice. After the summit, one participant shared that our keynote speaker, Patty Adams, quote, did an amazing job talking about difficult topics in an inclusive and appropriate way. Another participant summed up the day beautifully, saying, the more we embrace, the stronger we become.
Although mindfulness can be learned at any stage in life, I wish that I had been given better tools as a middle schooler to learn to cope with the stressors that came with growing up and learning how to navigate the world when I barely even knew who I was. Imagine how young people would do if, upon facing the stressors of college and the job market, they were already equipped with mindfulness tools that they had been practicing for years. With that said, I want to leave you with a question. What kind of world do we want our schools to create? Hopefully, a world of more compassionate, self-aware, and peaceful people.
Thank you.